What's up, you guys? Back at it again with another video. And today, man, I got something special for you guys. Like I said, I'm dropping massive value, and this is something that I discovered kind of like, well, not kind of, I really discovered this like on my own through just like my own way of like experimenting and just trying out different things and really just kind of like putting things together. But that's another story. But yeah, man, like I said, we got something special for today, and I may only leave this up for a limited amount of time. I don't know, like maybe or maybe not. It's like I said, it's really valuable, man. Like I only share this with people in person when we're speaking or during like sessions or whatnot. So yeah, man. But all right, let's get into it. So today, man, we're gonna talk about the principles and the energy behind what we do. All right. So a lot of people, especially with like online marketing or just anywhere else in general, is they like to sell you guys on like the strategy or the technique or the tactics on how things work, right? Like the secret spot, they claim this is the secret, but they're not actually telling you what's actually making these techniques and strategies work, because behind all of that is the principles and the energy, which is the foundation to make all these things work. And actually, you don't even need techniques and all these crazy things when you just know the principles, because when you know the principles and the energy behind what you do, then you can come up with your own techniques. So we can relate this to a lot of different things, right? We can relate this to basketball, any skill that you want to build. Like even when it comes to like with women too, right? So let me give you guys a basketball example. All right. So let's talk about technique. If I tell you guys, do this move, right? Let's say a crossover, and we have player one and player two. All right. Player one does the crossover and he gets his cookies taken, and the dude is dunking on the other rim, right? Player two crosses and breaks the dude's ankles. Now he's got his ankle in his bag and he's scoring. You know what I mean? Add that to the hoop mixtape. You know what I'm saying? So what's the difference between player one and player two? They both did the same technique, but the technique, the move didn't work for player one, but it worked for player two. The reason why it worked for player two instead of player one is that player two had the right principles and the energy behind the move to make the move work. He didn't even need the move, you know what I mean? But since he has the right energy and principles, I can give him any technique or move to do and he'll make it work, or he'll be able to master it in a very short amount of time as compared to player one. So what are the principles behind that make the move work? And I really, I thought about this for a while, and I would say top three would be, the change of pace, with change of direction, and then change of speed. I think I'm gonna have to go back and check again, but you get what I'm saying. If you know those three principles, being shifty on the court, you don't need to know certain moves, right? And then also too, he's probably in the gym, he's working on his athleticism, so he's explosive, he's able to get low, he's crafty, you know what I mean? He knows how to read and react to the defender. That's another big thing. These players with the right principles and energy, they're able to read and react on an instinctive level versus premeditating what move they want to do, right? And then they're playing up in the head rather than feeling the game. You know what I mean? So when we can just operate through these principles and energy of the game, then we can just tap into the flow of the game and really feel it. Being up in our head, right? You see a lot of players who get stuck like this, and it's like they're not able to play to their actual ability. You know what I mean? So yeah, man. And I'll give you guys also another example too when it comes to like women. So let's say again, dude one, right? we'll say man number one, man number two. Man number two goes up to the girl, right? And he drops this crazy sick pickup line, right? It's like, yo, I got this crazy pickup line. Like, I read this shit in a book or saw it on a video. And, you know, he goes and drops the line. It falls apart, right? Turns him down, right? She's like, yo, she turns him down like 100%. Like, the man had no chance. Even when he was walking up to her, she was like, oh my God, no. Is he really walking up about to, oh my God, Sarah, here he comes. I'm gonna turn him down. Shh. Girl. All right. But yeah, so man number two falls apart. So man number one, though, you know what I mean? He got the right principles. He knows the right energy around women. So, you know, he makes his approach or whatever, you know, and says the same exact pickup line, you know what I mean? Not really attached to the results or anything like that. Really in a more higher status kind of way. And it's like, yo, he gets her number, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, they link up and they have a great time, you know. You got her in the bag, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, man number one, it's because he had the right principles and energy behind, you know, interacting with her on an authentic, high status level that connected with her, you know what I mean? And she felt the vibe, they felt the vibe, so that's why he got her number, you know what I'm saying? He had the right energy around women that made that work. So yeah, there's a lot more we can speak on this too, in terms of the principles and energy behind, and then, you know, then you can come up with your own creative like techniques and strategies and tactics when it comes to with your skill set, right? And there's so much more we can get into this, like in terms of like protecting your mind from manipulation and, you know, people really trying to distract you and manipulate you, because, you know, like you'll come across somebody, people like that, you know, whether it's in, you know, the athletic world, basketball world, you know what I mean, or just like people out in public and in real life, you know what I'm saying, business. So yeah, I think this is a really great foundation to have, just to really have that mental security and protect yourself, you know what I mean? So yeah, man. So yeah, go ahead, rewatch this a few times. I don't know how long I'm gonna leave this up. I'm definitely do and speak a lot more on this topic, because it's something I kind of put together on my own. And yeah, like I said, a lot more to speak about this. So yeah, stay tuned. Yeah, man. Peace out.